We're launching the Seattle Symphony Media label with 3 recordings. A recording of the music of Henri Dutilleux, the first of 3 CDs of Dutilleux's complete orchestral music. A fantastic disc of Ives, Elliott Carter and Gershwin. And then a disc of Ravel orchestral music and Saint-Saëns' magnificent organ symphony, recorded here in Benaroy Hall with our organ, which is just such a famous instrument, and it just sounds marvelous.
As you know, it's a daily work that we try to really find in the environment we have as much a richness and as much beautiful sound that we can create with the orchestra. It was very important, therefore, for us to be able to capture live recordings, because we wanted those recordings to really be faithful to the work we produce in that environment.
One of the incredible things we have here in Seattle is a great concert hall. Benaroy Hall is, without question, one of the finest modern concert halls in the world. And we know that because artists and conductors and soloists who come here tell us all the time how great the hall is to play in, and we know how great it is to sit and listen to music in. It's also a great recording hall. And so what that does is it gives us an opportunity to capture the sound of the orchestra in this hall. We deliberately didn't want to make very sterile sounding recordings that could have been made anywhere. We wanted to make recordings which capture the sound of this orchestra in this hall. One of the really fabulous things about Seattle is that it's such an independently minded city. There's a great spirit of enterprise about this city, and we want to have that same sense in our recording label. I don't think you're going to see us doing Beethoven symphony cycles and Brahms symphony cycles and lots of piano concertos. What I think you'll see us doing in the next few years is some really quirky repertoire, some really interesting juxtapositions of the old and the new, in a way that makes people perhaps think a little bit differently and is hopefully refreshing. The Seattle Symphony's history with making recordings partly comes from the fact that it had a union contract which enabled it to make recordings. And recently we've now taken that to the next level in our latest contract with our musicians to make live recordings and to make studio recordings under a new arrangement which shares profits with the musicians. And so I really see this label as a not only an artistic vision, but really as a product of collaboration. This is a collaboration between a music director, an organization and its musicians. All of us believe that this is a very important step for the organization, and to have the musicians be partners in this is very meaningful for us, and this is as much their project as it is an organization project.
We are so fortunate in Seattle to be having this beautiful orchestra, daily, week after week, playing this great music. I think it's very important for the rest of the world to be able to witness that music making and recording until we can actually go and visit those places. Recording seems to be the only way, and this is very urgent for us all to make people appreciate what a great orchestra we have here in Seattle.